we'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They've got a full half season since their last loss. Winners of 8. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake-off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's taken down at the 30.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 20 carries, 134 yards, and the score, too.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because, you know, those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him at the end zone in this one.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And the Giants send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, a slant to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. The numbers for Jones a week ago: 3 catches, 62 yards.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster one.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
McKinney on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Ryan sacked.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. To throw is Ryan. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Big stop, G.
On first down, Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
To throw again is Ryan.
At the Giants' 45-yard.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into a huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Complete.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
So much of...
Fourth down.
And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Take over first and 10 at the Falcons' 46-yard line.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. From the gun, Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And now it's second down.
Second and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Gain on the play. Brings up third down.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. And they'll need to convert 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Giants, Jones to Ingram.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Jones throwing complete here to Tate. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
The 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. On the return, it's Tate. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New York set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, New York.
From the gun, Jones. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll drop it underneath to White. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan dumps it off to Gurley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They run. It's Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again, Ryan. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Man, come on.
Try to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag throw.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Throwing again, Ryan. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants going to take over again on offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. This is White on the screen. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Jones. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. Michael Thomas, a touchdown reception. Next, we're off to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Hollywood Marquise Brown, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Here's Ryan to throw. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
But that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Complete to number 80.
Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Gurley pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Number 21.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That's good.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Daniel Jones.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley.
Saquon Barkley, the Giants.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
A gain of 2.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. A first down carry for Barkley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
No gain on the play.
Again, it's Barkley. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons 16. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Tighten up. Strong left. Strong left. Strong left.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Gano now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, there weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
Well, we'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Ryan. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to Russell.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And Cook has it, left side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
It's good. Makes the score Giants 14, Falcons 10.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've seen them do much better here after a struggling first half.
And what I like about what I've seen is that they're executing at a much higher rate now. And I don't know how much of that is changing plays or changing philosophies as much as, okay, guys, let's just get it together and tune things up to a really nice degree.
Yeah, sometimes it can just be a leader in the huddle saying, let's get this together, right?
And so many times you've worked all week on certain things that if you're just going to throw it all out and kind of start over, you're not going to execute as well. Sometimes it's just what you said. Okay, guys, let's get it together. Let's go right now. And that's exactly what they're doing.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Golden Tate. Incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
I got you. Kill.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Ryan's pass, intended for Jared Cook, incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Barkley, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 22, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And the Giants send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. $37 yards on the punt with no return.
1st and 10. At their own
the Falcons ready to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Here we go. 29 is the mic. Mike, let's go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, he'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Now it's Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And the Giants ready to come out now. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now Saquon Barkley, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. From the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Looking to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Covered by Jason McCourty.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
56, the mic, boys, 56.
He's back to throw. It's caught. Jones.
That's good.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. To try again after the sack. Ryan, he's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
56 is now 3rd down.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
No!
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a pickup of 17 there. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take.
Let me explain what I did.